Amazing Grace is another Percy's Fast Food Toy Story. Yay!
Amazing Grace is
Another Percy's Fast Food Toy Story.
Yay! Amazing Grace is
Another Percy's Fast Food Toy Story.
Yay!
Hello, what's up guys? My name is Percy and I'm the Guinness World Record holder for the largest collection of fast food toys. Yeah, baby! Okay. And I am here once again to tell you another amazing and stupendous and awe-inspiring Percy's Fast Food Toy Story. And so for today, we have this toy from Sesame Street. It is actually the best friend of Ernie from Sesame Street. No, it's not Bert, but it's actually the inanimate toy of Ernie. Can you guess who it is? Your guess is right, of course. For those of you who are fans of Sesame Street, you definitely would know that the other friend of Ernie is actually Robert Ducky. Okay, so this is Robert Ducky. Could you believe it? Oh my goodness. But this is so enormous. This is a gigantic version of Ernie's Robert Ducky, but this is actually a genuine merchandise from Sesame Street. And instead of squeaking or quacking, well, the original Robert Ducky actually, when you squeeze it, it quacks. Okay, and you can put it in your tub so that you have a flotation device or a flotation company that will keep you company as you're taking your long and luxurious bubble bath. Okay, so this is Robert Ducky, and as you can see, the face of this Robert Ducky is almost exactly the same as the one we see on Sesame Street, but it's only bigger. It has a larger scale, and it's also made of really hard plastic, and then it actually contains some wheels at the bottom. So wheels, and then you can also put some batteries below this, and then it's supposed to have this this leash so that the kids can actually drag Robert Ducky. And as they are dragging Robert Ducky, the wheels at the bottom of Robert Ducky will actually move, and it will make the beak as if it is quacking. Look at that! Isn't that awesome? And the faster you get, the faster Robert Ducky gets, the faster the beak would go, and it's like quacking endlessly and chattering, seemingly saying a lot of stuff as you are walking along and tagging Robert Ducky along in whatever destination you're going to. And I think it would be a lovely idea, especially if the kid is going to their school and you're actually dragging Robert Ducky, and then all your classmates would see Robert Ducky quacking from behind you, and that would be pretty awesome, I must say. And having been a fan, and I still am, I suppose, of Sesame Street, I just love this particular toy as addition to Percy's toy collection, because Robert Ducky, although he doesn't have that much exposure on Sesame Street, and like I said, it's inanimate, still the visibility or the presence of Robert Ducky actually packs a lot of punch. I mean, you would see from the relationship of Ernie and Robert Ducky a kind of friendship that is incomparable, and I think we can learn a lot from the friendship of Robert Ducky and Ernie. I mean, from 1970s even up until the present, Robert Ducky and Ernie remain to be the same friends, the same best friends as they were before. Of course, he also has another best friend, that is Bert. And who says you cannot have two best friends, or you cannot have three best friends? You can have as many best friends in your life. And in the case of Robert Ducky and Ernie, they have other innumerable best friends. Just as long as you remain true and you remain a true friend to each of these friends, then you can have as many friends as you like. Okay, so this is great. I don't know what company actually produced this. So it is actually sanctioned, it's copyrighted Sesame Street, so it's for the Children's Television Workshop. And this is pretty awesome. It's an authentic merchandise from the Sesame Street television show, and I must say, this is just an amazing grace. So once again guys, let's try to be thankful to God for every amazing grace that comes to our lives, be they in the form of a Robert Ducky, just like this one. It's even enormous. When I was a kid, I really wished for a rubber ducky, just like the one just like the ones of Ernie. As a matter of fact, I tried to, come up with some strings and some mechanism and try to make an ordinary plastic duck into a squeaking rubber ducky. Of course, it was a fun way to actually, simulate a rubber ducky, and it was fun. It was made of plastic, and then I put some string and some squeaky stuff there, but to no avail. I wasn't able to replicate the one rubber ducky of Ernie, but it was a nice try. I mean, for a kid of 7 years old or 8 years old to be able to come up with that ingenious rubber ducky of my own is such a mean feat, I must say. Okay, so also let's be thankful for Sesame Street and for all those wonderful friends in Sesame Street. Be it Bert and Ernie, be it the Rubber Ducky, be it Big Bird, Oscar the Grouch, the Count, Cookie Monster, Grover, Harry Monster, Telly, we have Elmo. Oh my goodness, a lot of other wonderful, friendly characters. Mr. Snuffleupagus and Alice, and even the human persons, I always consider them as Amazing Grace. Like Maria, Bob, we have David, we have Louise, we have Mr. Hooper, we have Mr. McIntosh, we have Susan and Gordon, and Linda, the deaf friend. All these wonderful and amazing characters from Sesame Street have really added color and a lot of love in my life. So I consider them as Amazing Grace, to which I am very thankful for. Or basically, guys, let's be thankful for every Amazing Grace, be they small or big, be they seemingly insignificant or the truly eventful ones, or just about every Amazing Grace that make our lives a lot more happy and jolly. And I thank you guys for always tuning in for Two Percy's Fast Food Toy Story. And I hope to see you again with our next one. So until then, this is Robert Ducky saying goodbye and see you around. Bye-bye. Bye.